Hello and welcome back to Nerd News. Today we have the Nintendo Indie World Showcase. We're going to cover some of the games they showed in that. And we have new traptrix support coming from the structure deck. Let's get started. First up we have the Indie World Showcase. And they showed quite a few games, but we're only going to go over a couple of them because indie games are really hit or miss. It's not really like a genre or anything like that. It's a bunch of random games like always, but they're really hit or miss. So we're going to go over the ones I personally liked, but you can watch the direct, I'm sure you have. First up, we have Venba, and that's coming spring 2023, so next year. It reminds me a lot of Cooking Mama, but like with a story and a little, cultural diversity instead of just like really bad cartoony art. As much fun as the Cooking Mama games are, they don't look very good, and there's not a whole lot going on. It feels very much like a mobile game that just never grew to be anything more than what it initially started as. This looks like someone took that idea and turned it into an actual good game besides just the good gameplay, like actually fleshed out the rest of the game. Really looking forward to this. Looks like a lot of fun. Next up we have Goodbye World RPG with looks like you play like little mini retro levels in between something or it's just throughout the game. It's about game developers and having to work a part-time job because their games aren't making a whole lot of money. It looks like a really cute story and a lot of fun, and the difference between the retro platformer looking level that they showed and the actual core gameplay of the more RPG looked like a good contrast and like it would be a lot of fun. This one's out later this month, so when this comes out I'll definitely be picking this up. This looks, again, this looks really good. Next up we have a Nice Death, and they describe it as a roguelike game, but kind of reminded me of like a 2D platformer, so it's like a 2D it's a 2D game, roguelike, but looked like a lot of fun. He was throwing his scythe all over the place. It looked very action-packed, and I don't really like when the roguelikes are 3D. Something like Hades, a little too much going on. It being on the 2D plane makes it look a little bit simpler, but still challenging and a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this one. This one comes out March 22nd. 2023, so a few months away, but looks like a lot of fun, and I'm going to be keeping an eye out on this one. After that, we have Pepper Grinder, and this one kind of reminds me of a 2D platformer. You have a drill, and you just dig, and you can launch yourself into the air. Looked really cool. It's from Digital Devolver. They put out a lot of really good stuff, so I have confidence that this is probably going to be a good game. It comes out just 2023. We don't really have a date for it or anything like that, but looks fun. And again, Digital Devolver or Devolver Digital usually puts out some pretty good stuff, so I have confidence that this will be a fun game. After that, we have Road to the Mightiest Oni. This looks fantastic. This looks like a Zelda, I want to say a Zelda game, but it reminds me a lot of the Breath of the Wild, just open fighting monsters. I think it's because the main character kind of reminds me of I want to say Babushka, I don't think that's right, but the little gremlin things that are in Breath of the Wild. The character there reminds me so much of them that the first thing I thought was this. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Not the gameplay though. But anyway, it looks like a really fun game. 3D adventure. It looked really cool. The trailer's obviously on screen, but this looks really good. This doesn't really look like what I would expect to see at an Indie World presentation. I could see this fitting perfectly well into a Nintendo Direct. I really hope this does well. This is coming out March 9th, 2023. Looks fantastic. And next up we have Dordogne, and this is it looks like an adventure type game, not really open world, kind of like a closed off adventure game, where you play as both the child version and the adult version of this character, walking around and exploring your grandmother's house and filling out her journal and collecting things. It looked really good, like a really interesting story, and it would be a lot of fun. Looking forward to this one. It's coming out spring 2023, so a few months away. Honestly, I think I just like this because the art style looks really good and the story looks interesting enough to hold it up. Definitely will be picking this up when it comes out. And next up we have A Little to the Left, and this might be my second favorite game of this presentation, right behind Road to the Mightiest Oni. It is a puzzle game where you just organize things, and I love organizing things. That's one of my favorite things to do, I think. And I love organizing, so this looks like a lot of fun. And there's a little cat. You can pet the cat, and it like gets in your way. It's adorable. It's like a game about my life. This is fun. I'm looking forward to this one. This is out now, so I'm actually going to try to go play this. Not today, though, because I got God of War to play. But I definitely want to pick this up, so I'll probably end up buying it and then just play it when I have a chance. But this looks like a lot of fun, and I really do want to play this. This looks amazing. And lastly, they showed Sports Story. It's a sports RPG with like dungeons and stuff. It looks really cool, and it's coming out in December. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this game, so this is the big announcement for the Direct. Not really something I care a whole lot about. I do want to play it, but I'm not super interested in it. But I think this is the big announcement from the Direct that everyone is going to be talking about. It's cool, looks like fun, but I think there was better stuff shown. Even if this is like the bigger game that everyone knows about and is going to be able to talk about, I honestly think that Road to Oni might be the best game shown here. But again, a lot of the other ones did look really good. This is probably the best indie showcase I think I've ever watched, where I am really interested in like half the games, if not more. I'm interested in like 8 of the maybe 12 games they showed. So this was really good. Really like this indie Direct, and can't wait to play some of these games. This looked really fantastic. Next up, we have a new trailer for Tales of Symphonia, the remaster. It will be coming to Switch, PS4, and Xbox on February 17th, 2023. Fantastic GameCube era game. I think it got re-released on the PlayStation 3, and there's either a sequel or a re-release on the Wii. But really excited to get a remaster for the Switch and the PS4 and the Xbox. I'm definitely going to be picking this up on the Switch, although I've heard there's some frame rate issues on the Switch, so I might pick it up on the PS4 as well, just to get the better overall experience. One of the fan favorites for the Tales of series, and Lloyd is highly requested to be joining Smash, so if you haven't had a chance, definitely recommend checking this out. Game looks really good. Can't wait. Just definitely looking forward to it. Next up, we have castings for Across the Spider-Verse. It's the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse from a few years ago. Fantastic movie. I really cannot wait for the sequel, and the castings just make it sound even better. We have Daniel Kaluuya as Spider-Punk, Issa Rae as Spider-Woman, and Oscar Isaac as Spider-Man 2099. Really big fan of Spider-Man 2099, so really excited that they're going to be in the movie. Don't really know enough about Spider-Punk to be excited, but Daniel Kaluuya is a really good actor. Obviously he's in Black Panther, but he's also Judas and the Black Messiah, which I've heard good things about, and Nope, which I've also heard really good things about. So that's a pretty good casting. And then we have Issa Rae as Spider-Woman, and again another really good actress. She's known for The Hate U Give, Vengeance. She's going to be in the new Barbie movie. She's on HBO's Rap Shit, which I think she created that show or writes for that show, something like that. So again, really good casting. That's a solid pick. And then Oscar Isaac. I mean, he's in all kinds of nerd shit now, but between Star Wars and Moon Knight, and he's all over the place in the comic book and just nerd culture movies, so a pretty obvious pick for someone in the movie, and Spider-Man 2099 is really, really cool. So just really good choices all around. I think this was announced a few days ago and I missed it, but still really good, and really looking forward to this movie. Can't wait to get to see more of it. I think we've seen a small preview, but can't wait to actually see this movie. Really hoping it lives up to Into the Spider-Verse and how good that movie was. And lastly for today, we have some new traptrix support along with some reprints announced for the structure deck. First up, we have a new monster, Traptrix Pedusa, level 4 Earth Plant effect, 900 attack, 1900 defense. You can only use this first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Traptrix Orchard from your deck to your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 opponent's special summon monster, banish it, and if you do, during the next standby phase, your opponent can special summon 1 of their banished monsters. That's not bad, so just on summon, banish the effect, banish a monster, and then you get to summon something else, but not until their next standby phase, or during the next standby phase, so You can banish it, and then that can give you a chance to like trigger some trap on it if you're going second. Seems like a pretty good effect, and the Trap Trick Orchard search is probably good. Unaffected by total trap cards, that's pretty much all of them. Next up we have Trap Trick Orchard is a field spell. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Trap Trick monster in addition to your normal summon set. I can't really be mad about a additional normal summon. And 2. The first time each of your plant and insect monsters would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. That's a good effect. Battle protection is always nice. Even if it's only once per turn each, it's still nice. You can banish 1 monster you control, special summon a Trap Trick monster from your hand or graveyard. And an extend. So this has double extension. This seems really good. This seems really strong. Additional normal summon, and you can banish a monster to special summon another Trap Trick monster from the hand or graveyard. That seems really strong. Even if the banished monster you control might be a little annoying, I think overall that's still pretty good. And the battle protection is nice because your monsters aren't exactly huge. So just having some battle protection could be good. And then we have Trap Trix Allure. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn each. Discard 1 level 4 insect or plant monster or 1 normal trap card. Draw 2 cards. That's really good. It is a 2 for 2, but still you can do insect, plant, or normal trap card. So that basically turns any dead card in your hand into 2 more draws. I feel like that's a really good effect. It may not be something you play 3 of, but I could definitely see this seeing play, even outside of Trap Tricks. This is just a generically good card for insect and plant support, but also a strong card for trap decks. If you're playing normal traps, this is just a strong card in general. This is a really good card. I like this. I'm not sure how good it's going to be in Trap Tricks specifically, but just as a card, this is really strong. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard to target 1 of your banished level 4 insect or plant monsters, or 1 of your banished normal traps, and place it on the bottom of your deck. Which again, that's good. That recycles a card. Overall, this looks pretty good so far. Some solid cards. The new cards seem pretty good, and most of the reprints, at least for the Trap Trick specific stuff, the generic like plant support, the kaijus, that all seems pretty good. The Mech Knights are a little weird. I don't see why you would want them. I don't think the Trap Trick deck is going to play Mech Knights, but they're still good reprints, so it's fine. It seems like a waste of space in this structure deck specifically, but they're good reprints to have, so I'm not going to complain too much because the rest of the deck looks really good. Hopefully we get another really good generic card, because right now I think we are only really getting Trap Trick support, which is good if you want to play Trap Tricks, but Regeki and some Mech Knights isn't really going to sell the set generically. Mech Knights haven't been good in a very long time. Overall, I'm feeling pretty positive about this deck. I really can't wait to pick it up. I really do like the Trap Tricks. Just the idea of like little plants that eat people is cool. Definitely looking to pick this up, and the new cards are looking really strong. Alright, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know if there was anything in the indie showcase that you saw that I didn't mention that you really liked. And I recorded this very early in the day today because my God of War came and I want to go play God of War. So if anything happens between like 2 o'clock and later, we'll cover it tomorrow. I'm going to go play God of War. Thanks for watching.